Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. So this video came out in November of last year, so it's been December, January, February, 3 months ago. So this video is somewhat still relevant. So he's talking about why I quit playing Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm going to talk and counter his arguments.
Everybody who's anybody that grew up in the late 90s, early 2000s.
Actually, Yu-Gi-Oh! Didn't come out to the 2000s in the TCG. It came out in 1996 in Japan. But we didn't get it till 2002.
Has heard of Yu-Gi-Oh! You've heard of Yu-Gi-Oh! Your mom has heard of Yu-Gi-Oh!
And actually, there's a lot of people, but this is nitpicking. He was trying to be funny.
Your dad's heard of Yu-Gi-Oh! Your great-grandma has heard of Yu-Gi-Oh!
My dad is dead. Just saying, but I get his point.
And she's dead. Do you guys remember recess when little Jimmy would pull out his Beyblade, and then you'd pull out your Beyblade and be like, let's battle it out?
Do you know how expensive Beyblades were? Although I think I did have a friend who had some Beyblades, and he gave me one. It was fun as hell, and I actually still Beyblade sometimes on occasions. I kind of want a Beyblade now.
Like, fight, and then your Beyblade would ultimately lose because his had...
Actually, I typically won, because I realized that setting up made mine power of my pull stronger. So if your opponent is sitting down and you're standing up, your odds of winning are a lot more because the momentum while you're standing up is a lot more, and it hits harder because you're higher up. Science.
Got it from an ice cream truck. God damn it, Jimmy. Well, Konami, they wanted to get in on this. They saw that kids had a lot of buying power, a lot of purchasing power. So they
actually, no, the parents did.
Created an anime called Yu-Gi-Oh!
Also, I want to point out that this video had, I don't know if y'all guys saw it because it was quick.
Purchasing power. So they created an anime.
It had all the way up to this guy. So this is right before Sexo. Before not Sexo, but this is right. Well, no, Lynx had already been out. So I don't know. I guess he couldn't fit the other guy on the screen. But you can tell this is recently. He quit recently.
Called Yu-Gi-Oh! And with that anime came a card game with it.
It's important to later on.
I'd buy a deck with Blue Eyes White Dragon, you'd buy a deck with Dark Magician, and I'd beat your because Seto Kaiba is better than Yami Yugi.
First off, that's not a fact. That's an opinion. Second off, Yugi won every duel against Kaiba except for once. Always, Yugi had won. And the one time that he lost was because Kaiba got on the edge of the castle at Duel's Kingdom. Yes, I know this off the top of my head. Sad. I have no life at all. I'm just a sad loser nerd.
It's a fact. Little did I know that this game would eventually evolve into this crazy competitive atmosphere. Synchro summons,
it has been competitive since the beginning.
XYZ summons, Link summons, you have the tappings, you gotta...
Tapping, what? I think he's trying to be funny, but he failed. But I do want to point out that there was competitive play since 2002 in the TCG. It has always been a competitive game, and this has always existed. But when you're playing on the playground, of course you're not going to have this problem. You play with whatever and you win. Oh, excuse me. But if you're playing competitively, yes. You need to play the newer stuff. And he goes on a big rant.
You gotta pull things out of the grave. You gotta shuffle that deck. It's crazy. If you were a 12-year-old kid right now and you saw Yu-Gi-Oh! In its current state, you would literally think this makes absolutely no sense.
That's not true. It's a lot of kids, 12 and under, who plays Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not a hard game to figure out. My wife figured this game out, and she is super new to Yu-Gi-Oh! She's only been playing for, what, 2 years now? She's not listening to me. How long have you been playing Yu-Gi-Oh? 2 years? 3? 2? Yeah, that's what I thought. Sorry about that, you guys. She wasn't listening to me, like always. She has her headphones in. Anyway, so yeah, my wife figured out how to play Yu-Gi-Oh! And she's super new, but she figured it out very quickly.
I'm good at it.
No, she's not good at it. I'm sorry you're not.
I'm really not.
But the point is that it's not complicated because she was able to figure it out quickly. She might not be good at problem solving and outing and figuring out the complexity of deck building and whatnot, but the game itself isn't a hard game to figure out.
So of course I got into,
especially since problem solving context made it a lot easier to understand the cards. And if you open up the fucking rulebook, it tells you how to do all these game mechanics.
Yu-Gi-Oh! When I wasn't a little kid, I got into it when I was basically almost about to graduate high school. Some buddies of mine, they brought their Yu-Gi-Oh! Decks to my class, and I saw it and I was like, that's really cool, let me bring my cards from elementary school and see if they want to play with me. Little did I know is that these cards are literally Blue Eyes White Dragon. They saw me whip it out and they were like, are you joking me? That card is garbage. And I didn't know that. Everyone knew that Blue Eyes White Dragon was...
Actually, Blue Eyes, competitively speaking, has always been shit up to 2016. Which is when it was about a year or two before this video went up. So it's not like, he shouldn't have known that. If you look back competitively, Blue Eyes had always been shit. Dark Magician had always been shit too. People played, if they played anything as in 2002 format, it was Summon Skull. Because it was a 1 tribute with 2500, which was a lot better than getting rid of going -1. No, I mean, it was still a -1, huh? Instead of going -2 in card advantage. Because you don't gain those 2 cards back. You're just playing a card out of your hand with 2 tributes, right? So, minusing 2 has always been a bad thing to do. So that's why Blue Eyes, Dark Magician, shit like that was bad. Even when you look at 2003, 2004, 5, whatever, the good tribute summons were stuff like Jinzo, Airnight Parshaft, Vampire Lord, which all are level 1 tribute monsters. When you go to 2007, we had Ryza, Caius, the Shadow Monarch, Ryza, the whatever Storm Monarch, the Wind one, stuff like that. 2008, Jinzo was still a relevant-ish card, but we had moved on for the most part from tribute summonings. We was on a point where special summoning was a thing. Yes, okay, so Dark Magician and Chaos was played in 2007, but I would like to point out that you rarely fucking tribute summon that motherfucker. Typically, when you summon Airlight Parshaft, it was off of Dimensional Fusion, or it was off of, like a Premature Burial, it was off of, Reasoning, Monster Gate, etc.
Great. I mean, I thought it was great. Kaiba thought it was great. So they told me, like, the new rules, all these...
Also, just because someone thinks it's great doesn't make it great.
Different new mechanics, and I was like, man, I gotta get into this. This stuff is hardcore, bro. But, I'm a broke little boy. Back in high school, at least, I had zero money, so I had to beg mommy and daddy to please give me some Yu-Gi-Oh! Cards for Christmas. They were like, you're a grown-ass man, you don't need this. But I begged, and then they got me some deck.
That's a really bad parents. That is extremely bad parenting. You don't give your kids what they want just because they beg for it. First off. Second off, he goes on to talk about how he played Dark Worlds. As of this video, Dark Worlds wasn't good. It hadn't been good since 2012. It had like a year and a half, 2 years of being played, and then it just got power crept out by Dragon Rulers.
I think I played Dark World at the time, and I finally would win a game or two, but I was still losing 90% of the time, because little did I know, it wasn't just these starter decks you needed to get. You needed to get these packs, you needed to get the specific cards, you needed to do these little things to make your deck even better. So,
yes, you don't need to be buying packs to win, you need to buy specific cards. He's doing that to make it seem more than what it actually is. Raging Tempest, one of my favorite sets.
Around the beginnings of college, I went to community college at first, so, I had a lot of free time on my hands. I got really into Yu-Gi-Oh! We're talking, I had a job, I would use that money to buy more cards. I promised myself that I wouldn't spend more than I thought I would, but I think in the end, I spent close to $1,000 on Yu-Gi-Oh! Yeah, I'm not even joking. This game is addicting, and it's a cash cow, and it's
It is addicting. It works on dopamine when you play Yu-Gi-Oh! Especially when you win. It gets addicting because winning is addicting. It's the same reason gambling is addicting. So that is true. And no, it's not a cash cow.
It is awful for you. It is awful for your kids. I think this game...
There was free ways to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Extremely free. When I mean free, I mean free. Duelingbook, I think Duelingbook was out at the time. If not, Nexus, Dueling Network, Pro, Yugo Pro were all a thing at the time you could play for free.
Game is something that you should not get invested in. Let me explain why this game's bad.
Okay, so that's an opinion, isn't it?
And why I quit, and I'm so glad I'm not going back to it.
That's fine. This is an annoying intro. I'm already 10 minutes in. It's only 3 minutes into the video. I have 11 minutes on mine.
I think scandal because they were trying to basically sell you a pay-to-win structure so you can actually play with Skywalker. Yeah, Yu-Gi-Oh! Is way worse. At least in...
I mean, Star Wars isn't pay to win either. I mean, you can play. Yeah, you have to pay to win, I guess, technically, because you have to buy the game. But that doesn't make it play to win. That's play to play. Pay to play. There's a difference.
You can still win and be better than someone off of sheer skill. But in Yu-Gi-Oh! The only way to win is to have the best deck. And luck...
Oh, no. Having the best deck helps, but Yu-Gi-Oh! Is very skill-based, not... Just because you have the best deck doesn't mean you're going to win. You can have the best deck ever and still lose because you suck at the game.
Luckily for you, the best deck is always the newest deck because they like to do this thing called power creep, which means that every new card, every new deck is going to be better than the older ones and make them obsolete, so you have to buy the new ones. You get what I'm saying here? Basically, every single time there's a new set, the incentive for buying the new stuff is that, hey, this new stuff is better than your old stuff, so don't play that anymore, play this new stuff. That is actually stupid. And these cards aren't cheap. Most packs cost like $5.
Actually, no, most packs cost $3-ish. He's making it seem cost more than what it seems because that way it's more impressive or whatever. Also, yeah, it's power keeps a thing because they need to make a profit. They can't make cards that are worse than the ones they just sold or the new ones aren't going to sell.
But it's like a gamble. It's like a loot box system. You're not going to get the legendary card every single time. So if you want, you can buy the cards online individually on eBay or Amazon. But luckily for you, there's like a side market that exists that has made these cards go up to $200 a card. Yes, a piece of cardboard is $200. And this is...
It's not the secondary market that's making it go up in price. It's the player base itself willing to pay that.
Not just like 1 or 2 or 3 cards you need. There's like 20 cards you need if you want the best deck. So essentially...
Well, I mean, it depends on the deck, isn't it? Doesn't it? Some decks, like Trickstars, are a very small engine.
It's pay to win. On top of that, say you do end up buying all these cards, right? And your thought process is, okay, I'll buy these cards, win a couple times, and maybe I'll hopefully sell them. Well, there's this thing called a ban list that exists, and there's also a thing called reprints. Let me explain both of these.
Well, that was a recent ban list. Is that the Locust was banned?
Ban cards every couple months or so without getting a warning that there's going to be a ban.
Actually, they do. They say it's like no sooner than, so it gives you about time to get rid of them.
And your card that was just introduced that was so broken on purpose to sell packs.
I mean, yeah, cards have to be good. Fair cards won't sell. Cards have to get better and better and better, or the game will die. Because if they're not making a profit, then they can't keep making cards, and people don't understand that.
We'll get banned or limited or something along those lines.
Also, cards don't get banned because they're overpowered. They get banned to sell the new product.
Or even worse, instead of that card you spent $200 on can get reprinted in another pack so that the card's value goes down tremendously. A $200 card can go all the way down to...
Okay, for the first time ever, he's actually making a valid point. The reprints do suck. They happen, and I think that they're good for the game in general. But it sucks to put so much money into a BLS. For example, when it was a $50 card, and then see it go down to, what is it now, $10? Tour guide with a $200 card, now you can pick it up for less than $1. Yes, that's actually really discouraging for players to want to not pick up new cards, because, you know, it's expensive, and you never know when a card's going to get reprint announcement. Unlike Bandless, you don't get, don't, when they tell you that the card's going to be reprinted, then it goes down in price immediately. So, there's not really much you can do.
$1 after enough reprints. It's not even a good investment. In video games, if you get really good at a game, you could go to tournaments, and if you win, you can get money, or even better, you can be part of a league like Overwatch League, or even League of Legends leagues, right? There is absolutely no competitive support from Konami for Yu-Gi-Oh! Except for the fact that they host YCSs and regional events.
And World Championships and Nationals.
But besides that, there's nothing. And even at these events, the only thing you can win is just more cards. And
that's not true. You win cards, you win mats, you win t-shirts, you win deck boxes, you win sleeves, you win a trophy, you can win stuff like PS3, PS4, iPods, iPads, whatever. There's actually a lot of support at YCS's.
The glory of winning, but that's cool. But basically, there's no money in this. You put all this money into the best deck, and all you get is a sim.
But I'm not surprised that he doesn't know that, because he's probably never topped an event ever in his life. Also, I would like to point out that I've never won an event either, although I have came close to topping a couple regionals. With Dark Woods, and Itchy Jaws.
The cards that you win and sell them, but in the end, you're not really making that much profit for the amount of effort that goes into it. These tournaments can last all day. We're talking 9 a.m. all the way to midnight that night.
I've had regionals go from 10 a.m. till 3 or 4 o'clock in the next morning. It's been crazy. It's crazy. They do last a long time.
Ridiculously long, and it's super unfun. Not to mention, people there for some reason never heard of deodorant. Like, a lot of people, like, come on, guys. And then you have the community members. Now, not every single Yu-Gi-Oh! Player is that bad, but there are just too many bad apples that really spoil the whole bunch. I had 2 different occasions where 2 different friends of mine had their stuff stolen, their deck and all their cards. This is cards that are all worth a total of like $400.
Which isn't that much.
That the judges have to report being like, hey guys, make sure you watch your stuff because people are known to steal stuff. The amount of stealing in the Yu-Gi-Oh! Community is crazy high. On top of that, people are just so desperate to do anything they can to win. There's a thing called slow playing, where you play intentionally very slow because you want to run the clock. This is called slow playing, and although you can call other people out on it, it's very hard to stop. Or even
it is easy to stop. Call a judge. If you think someone's slow playing, even if they're not slow playing, call them out on it. Call a judge. Raise your hand. Judge, keep your hand up to the judge coming table. Explain the situation, and they'll do something about it. They'll get a warning, even if they're not slow playing. Konami is very, very hard on slow playing.
And worse than this, there are people called rule sharks that will call people out.
It's actually called card sharks, but okay.
Any little thing, even if it was an accident, for example.
Yes, and they should. They should, because you never know when people are actually trying to cheat or not. People will try to get away with cheating.
Say I had a hand and I dropped my cards to the graveyard on accident. I picked it up like, whoops, that was an accident. A guy could raise his hand, call a judge, and be like, excuse me.
So you do know judges exist, because you're just pointing it out now. So, what the fuck with the slow play thing?
He wasn't supposed to do that, but he did that, and he breaking the rules. They just want to win so desperately, they'll do anything they can to do it. So anyway, my rant, so...
Well, because people will try to cheat. When I play at competitive play, when I play at competitiveness, like when I play at regionals or YCS, I am very careful with calling, like, I am very hardcore. I will call a judge on you if I think you're cheating. Even if you're not. And it's not nothing personal. It's not nothing personal, it's just, I've heard of cheating and I've seen it personally. People try to cheat me. And, so I'm very careful with cheating. So anyway, that's my video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Subscribe and take in the comments below. I'm sorry it took this video with such a long video, but I keep having to pause to correct mistakes. I'll catch you guys tomorrow with Jinzo. Sign out. Good night.